Well, kids are focused on pictures, fans, and followers, like it or not. And it's no big deal when adults get on social media sites, but it's a different story when it comes to kids because of the potential dangers, emotional pitfalls, and future consequences. Fox 10 News is committed to your family's safety. Tonight, I'm asking how young is too young for social media? Two sides to every coin. In a nutshell, that's social media. You've got the good and you've got the bad. Actions that can bring negative outcomes with long-term consequences.
Once that image leaves your phone or tablet and goes out into the wild, it's out there and the bell can't be unrung.
So, how's life?
It's good.
Before she was 13, Caroline had her own social media accounts.
Because I really wanted it, because I wanted to be social with everybody.
She's on Instagram, Snapchat, and TBH, but she had to convince her parents first.
It did take a lot of convincing.
And there were strict rules.
We had set times where she was allowed to use the phone and not use the phone. We talked about phone etiquette, and we talked about what are appropriate things to do on the phone, appropriate content to talk about.
Being a teacher, Blair Hartley says she knows all about the problems that can arise when kids go online, and she didn't want that for Caroline.
As long as I have the passwords and can monitor here and there and know that she's using her social media safely, I feel very confident that she's building the responsibility she needs to build by being accountable for what she posts.
But some experts say despite your good digital parenting, monitoring your kids' accounts and talking to them about cyberbullying and inappropriate posts, there is still one element out there you might be missing. I spoke to behavioral therapist Stephanie Williamson. She says children under 16 just don't have the hardware upstairs to make those smart decisions online.
Their brains are not ready for this. It's like handing them the world. It gives them a lot of access that they don't know how to manage yet.
And that's not all. She says the constant stimuli from being online at such a young age could lead to real problems when they're older, like impulsive and addictive behaviors.
It starts to create pathways in the brain that lead later to future addiction. So you're already stimulating those dopamine levels every time they get a little ding, every time there's a message comes in or someone comments, your brain goes right to it.
As it stands, the youngest age a person can open a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, or Snapchat account is 13 years old. And it's even older for YouTube and Tinder. It's not necessarily a parental guide. These popular social networks are doing so to comply with a federal law called COPPA, or the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which protects your child's information from being collected and shared by advertisers. Bottom line, experts say age restrictions matter. As for Caroline, she's setting her own boundaries.
I'm not centering my world around my phone.
She has a social media curfew. Mom knows her passwords, and the rule is no social media until responsibilities are taken care of first.
It's been a double-edged sword, but it has taught her so much responsibility, and now I know that we are building a really good foundation.
And experts tell me if you allow your kids to have a social media account, make sure you have open communication. That way they'll feel comfortable coming to you if something happens. And you might even take it a step further and read some of those terms and conditions and the privacy policies to know exactly what your child is signing up for.